again. Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. Eh? When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They closed the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more in Anubia. You hear more kind of man. Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek god. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusas. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at
this is not wicked word. This is not Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I will be telling you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The driver they go. Opposite Udi. But the rocking on the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for talk. If you better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. This is not wicked word. This is not Confucian word.
Akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma achọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma ụkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị tigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wuzi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-emeghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwa gị gbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe a rụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wee chere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwekwu ka nwee mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị nụkọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie niile ọ Ndụbụisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka anyị cheghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwoke na ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị abụgịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ọnwụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị na anaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ nwụchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi mgbe kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo ahụ kpafu n'obodo Naijiria gaja
ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga etu akụkọ mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị a na-egbu ha afọ niile aka na-egbu ha o wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na na-esi etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu o doo na onye onwe onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi ọnwụghị ofu ugboro ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ onwe ugboro atọ onwe ugboro anọ ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụmụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na achọghị ụdị nka ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this evening section. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program this evening. I welcome you, please. As you join us, kindly like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends, share to anyone you can be able to reach. Ask other people to join us. Whoever you can be able to invite them to join us on a very quick evening section. Remember, our evening section is not a long one. It's always a very quick and short one. And we are going to try to make it as brief as we can so that those of us who want to go to sleep will go to sleep, and those who want to have one or two things to do will go ahead and do what they have to do. The journey we are embarking is a very serious one, a very difficult one, and we don't have to rush. We have to follow step by step. Every one of us will make his or her contribution. Whatever you know you can contribute in any way, in any manner, anything you know you can do, you do it and do it now. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Gabiam to please like and share. Remember, today is Monday. Today is Monday. And you know that Monday is a special day in the journey of the restoration of Biafra. One of the foundations that has been laid down, supported by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Banjoko, was this very Monday sit at home. A decision that was made by Biafran people to continue to demand the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to demand the unconditional release of all Biafran political prisoners, to show the world that the Nigerian government have lost legitimacy in Biafran territory, to show the world that the politicians in Biafran land have lost legitimacy, to show the world that the Biafran government is in charge. And we have been going through this very process for more than 4 years now and still counting. I appreciate every Biafra that have made it possible. The sacrifice is on individual basis. Everyone in Biafra land is sacrificing in one way or the other. Without you in homeland, this sit at home is not going to happen. Without you in the homeland complying, supporting in your own way to make it a reality, it will not happen. But because you in the homeland, you know what you want, and you are committed to end the zoological republic atrocities against our people, that is why you are not giving up. That is why you are doing everything humanly possible to see that we get to our destination. And I appreciate you for that. Appreciate every Biafran, wherever you are, doing one thing or the other to see that our voice is heard. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for being you. It is not easy. Anybody that tells you that it is easy, let the person come and try. The journey is not easy. The challenges are not soft. If anybody that tells you that you have not tried, tell the person to come and try as much as you have. Anybody that tells you that you've not done anything, let the person come and do as much as they have done. I urge every Biafran, wherever you are, please continue to hold on. Everything is not well. I'm not telling you that all is well. Neither am I telling you that everything is roses. It is very difficult. Even as you are seriously working very hard, you will not be appreciated. The same people you are working for are going to bring you down. They are going to demoralize you. They are going to talk down on you. But if you know why you are doing what you are doing, you will not pay attention to anybody. I know that every one of us have different ways of sorting out issues. So, whichever way you deem fit is best for you to solve the issue. Whichever way you think is the best way to encourage yourself, please do that. But in your secret places, always pray for the success of Biafra. Always pray that this Biafra we have dreamed about for a very long time, this Biafra that Mazen Nande can work so hard, and continue to work so hard to see that it becomes a reality. Mazen Simon Ekpa work so hard, and continue to work so hard to see it to reality. Don't disappoint them. Mazen Simon Ekpa laid down what we are going to do, and he said, the United States of Biafra is the way to go. United States of Biafra is the dream of Mazen Simon Ekpa, and that is why I will continue to hold on to that dream. That is the wish of Mazen Simon Ekpa, the United States of Biafra. At least I heard it from him, not once, not twice, not thrice. That his dream and pursuit is United States of Biafra. So it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter the air that is blowing. It doesn't matter the troubles, temptations here and there. I will continue to make sure that the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the legacy of Mazen Simon Ekpa does not go down. It is not easy. The battle we are facing is not easy. More especially those of us in media. It is not easy. If you are a genuine Biafra agitator on the media, you can confess within yourself, you can testify that it's not an easy task. Sometimes you wake up and you lack topic because of the things that are happening. Sometimes when you wake up and you listen to your fellow comrades, you get confused. You don't know where to go and how to proceed. Sometimes when you look at the people you are working with and people you are working under, people you are speaking their voice and people you are fighting for, when you see the direction they are going, you begin to wonder. But if you know what you are doing for yourself, no matter how hard it is, please hang on. The destination is Biafra. That is my destination. I don't know about you. Maybe you have another destination. If you have another destination, it's up to you. If you have another, it is your choice. We have that right. Nobody on this planet Earth can deny you your right. Nobody on this planet Earth can deny you that choice. Because that is how we are created. Chukwu Okike Abiama created us with free will. That is why human beings on the planet Earth can do anything they like. In as much as we know that what we are doing is not what Chukwu Okike Abiama wants. Chukwu Okike Abiama can force us if he wants. He can force us to do good. He can force us to focus or begin to do one thing. He can decide to create us and program our brain to do only one thing and only one thing. Good, don't do bad. But these things we are put on the table and you are given free will to think, see, weigh things and decide for yourself. And whatever decision you take, nobody has a right to stop you from your decision. But the only thing that you have to remember is that every decision has a consequence. Whatever decision you take, you must be able to meet up to the responsibility because there will always be a consequence for every decision. That is why when we are making decisions, We look back at the consequence of our decision. What is going to be the result of that decision? If you can handle it, go ahead. Who the hell is going to stop you? If you can handle it, go ahead. But if you know you cannot handle the consequence of your decisions, please have a rethink. Have a rethink before you make a step. Today is Monday, and we know Monday is a very important day in the quest for Biafra. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for my brothers and sisters who are hanging on, continue to do what they have to do for Biafra. It has been a long time we are in this battle, and Biafran people have never failed. Even in the most difficult time, the politicians and the Zoological Republic government have done everything humanly possible to stop us. But Biafrans say, never, ever. Biafrans never gave up. There is nothing on earth they have not thrown to us, even as we speak. Even as we speak, the challenges we are facing today, the troubles we are facing today, are things orchestrated by the Nigerian government. The misunderstanding we are having among us today, the confusion that is filled the air, the confusion that you see that fill the whole air, it is being sponsored by the Nigerian government and their politicians. They will never stop. When you overcome one, they will create another one. When you overcome one, they will create a. But the funny thing is that those of us who are looking for Biafra, we are not creative. We are not creative. Where we are focusing our attention is to create new propaganda against our brother, to create new blackmail of our brother, to look for a way to laugh at our brothers or laugh at our sisters. That is what we do. That is what we do. We focus our attention on our own people. You go and watch your brother's clip, watch your brother's program to know what to say, how to castigate him where he or she has made a mistake, so that you use it for a program. That is what we do. That is the only creativity I see among those people who are coming online claiming to be talking about Biafra. You don't have a topic from Monday till Monday. So that person you are using their video to talk, if that person refuses to speak, that means you have lost content. Any day the person refuses to make a video or stop, then you lost content. And you forget that while you are busy focusing on blackmail and propaganda, while you are busy focusing on how to analyze and blackmail your brother to win a battle, the real war is going on. As we speak today, Okigwe is on fire as we speak. I have seen several videos that are coming from Okigwe since 3 days ago. Okigwe is bleeding as we speak. We are losing people. We are losing our young men in Okigwe. We are losing our young men in Okigwe, and nobody is talking. Everybody is silent. Not the men on the ground, not the men outside the ground. Nobody is speaking. The politicians, of course, you know, they are the author of that confusion. Hope Uzodinma is in Okigwe as we speak, destroying innocent life, all in the name of trying to stop the actualization of Biafra. The pressure on the air, some of you don't understand. That is why sometimes when we call for unity, when we call for people to calm down, forget your ego. Let us look for a common ground where all of us will meet. You don't know the damage that we are causing to ourselves by this infighting. You don't know the damage we are causing for ourselves. Because of the distraction within us today, Hope Uzodinma and the Nigerian terrorists have the boldness to go to Okigwe. They have the boldness to go to Okigwe, burning houses of people, taking innocent lives, beheading our youths. In the public, I saw a video. You know, most of those videos we cannot share it on YouTube. That is why I don't bring those videos. I have the videos of destruction that is happening in Okigwe, but I cannot share it here. Very terrible. Something that you watch, after watching it, you share tears. And you ask, where are the Liberation Army? Where are they? The same people who were here when Mazi Samuel was here and Hope Uzodinma was shaking. Hope Uzodinma was peeing on his trouser. Hope Uzodinma cannot even stay in State House, let alone go into the street. But today, the distraction has made them to focus on other issues. The distraction has made them to focus on other issues. They have misinterpreted the process of struggle. Every effort they have made today before their own very eyes, all those efforts they have made is dying out. And I don't know how they feel when they look at what is happening in Okigwe today. All because they were distracted. And that minute of distraction has caused a great damage. Today, the Zoological Republic and their terrorists are having upper hand. The fire have become so much that they're having upper hand. They're having the boldness to come out, to engage. And you are still relaxing, thinking that maybe if you fight, you are fighting for Mr. A. If you do something that Mr. A will claim credit. If I do something, this one will claim credit. Instead of this person to claim credit, let me allow it to spoil. Because you don't want somebody to claim credit, you allow your own family people to be taken, their life and property to be destroyed. You allow the people you are supposed to be protected to be destroyed. It is so sad. I am really heartbroken. I don't know how you feel as a Biafran. But it is high time we forget our ego. I have said it several times. Everybody should begin to think of how to unify ourselves again. Whether you are in the government or you are not in the government, wherever you are, including the government, everybody must begin to go extra mile. If possible, break protocols. I don't miss word when I say it. The government should break protocols so that we can be able to move this very, very ship. The bloodletting that is happening in Biafra land is not welcome. It's not welcome. Olo is bleeding. Olo is bleeding. And the distraction that is happening today has made the people in charge, the people who are supposed to protect the people, are no longer protected. Everybody is busy chasing shadows. Everybody is busy doing something else, leaving what they're supposed to do. It is very sad. It is very sad. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiamo will touch the heart of everyone that has a responsibility in this journey to begin to take up their responsibility and do what they have to do. Everyone that have joined us on this program, we all have a responsibility. I have something I'm doing. This is a path that I have chosen. And I will continue to speak no matter what the enemies are doing. No matter how difficult it is. No matter the insult. No matter the attacks. No matter the disregard. I will do my part because I know this is a matter of life and death. And I'm doing it for myself. From the moment I signed up to speak about Biafra, I didn't speak about Biafra because somebody called me. Nobody invited me to come here and speak for Biafra. Nobody. I was doing it on my own as an independent broadcaster. From the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I was doing my quota. I picked my part from the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around. 2015, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015. After he was arrested in 2015, from 16, 17, I started my broadcast. Up to this moment, I have never stopped. I have never stopped, not even for a day. Any day I did not come on live program, I must post video that has to do with Biafra. If I don't come live, I must post a video that has to speak about Biafra for more than a decade now. I'm able to do it because it is something I chose for myself to do. Not that somebody chose it for me. It's not because of interest, not because of financial gain. Those of you who know about YouTube, when you see my program and the number of people come there, you know that there's nothing coming there financially. So I'm doing what I'm doing because I have to do it. And nobody will make me to stop it. No amount, nobody. Nobody. I am going to be here. Nobody will make me to stop talking about Biafra. Nobody will make it stop talking about Biafra. So wherever you are, in the same manner, all I'm asking is that everybody should get busy and do their part. Don't be a distractor. Just do your part. Once you do what you're supposed to do, Biafrans are going to recognize you. Once you do what you're supposed to do, Biafrans are going to respect you. Enough of these battles, battle of who is who. Enough of this pride. Because you acquire a position, you no longer want to listen to anybody. And this word is going to everybody. Everybody. It's a general advice to everybody. It's not to a particular person. We must learn to listen to each other and resolve conflict before it goes out of hand. I said it many times. The way we resolve conflict, in conflict resolution, we are zero. Completely zero. When it comes to conflict resolution, we are completely zero. Nothing is happening on that aspect. Nothing is happening there. And it is high time we begin to have a rethink on the way we do things. Because if we continue on this manner, it's going to be difficult. But I thank you, you can't continue on this manner. Every one of us will continue to work. Most importantly, work on the template of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not leave the template of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He continued to work on that template. And he laid the foundation and kept the fire on. Even he increased the fire. Mazi Simon Ekpa increased it. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid the foundation. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was about to enter into the main job, which we are supposed to enter after the 150 days, he made a broadcast. He said, after 150 days, after the 150 days, that we will march. And every one of us was waiting for that march. And when you hear we will march after 150, you know what it means. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a strategist. He started from the ESN. And in these videos I played, you can see how he structured the ESN. He was using ESN to do the job because it wasn't right then to go to a certain level with ESN. ESN was just a security outfit to protect our land against the terrorists, against the invaders. That was the duty of the ESN. So because of that responsibility of the ESN, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was limiting himself to that, because there are certain things you cannot do except you raise to the standard of a government. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, when he came on board, he knew very well. He understands the process because he was a lawyer. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a lawyer and a politician. So he knows the process very well. And what did he do? He knew that operating under a security outfit or this is not going to work. That we need to upgrade. That is only that upgrade that will lead us to the victory we desire. And what did he do? Mazi Simon Ekpa went ahead and established the Liberation Army of Biafra. After establishing the Liberation Army of Biafra, he began to enforce the freedom of Biafra land. He began to fight for the freedom of Biafra. He began to fight the best way that he can. He was doing it and doing it excellently well. And there is no law that stops him from doing that because already he has created a government. Because he has created a government, he was able to do extraordinarily well. And the tension and pressure got harder than it was. Nigerian government, we are receiving woto every day. They were receiving woto right, left, and center. Anytime Mazi Samuel could release a video of the man, everywhere will be shaking. Once he gives an order, everybody will running around. Everybody was paying attention to his voice. Nigerian news, we are reporting it. They were forced to report him. The House of Senate, we are holding for 1 week a discussion on Mazi Samuel. It lasted for 1 week. Senate, we are sitting on him. House of Assembly, we are talking about him. Everywhere it was Mazi Samuel, and he was not looking back. Tension was very high. And it was that time they began to shout and say, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi. Even the governors were forced to say, how many governors today is talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How many governors today are still saying release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Can you tell me? How many governors today are still saying release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Since after the kidnapping of Mazi Samuel, because they feel they have gotten it all. They feel they have gotten it. But you saw what Mazi Samuel did when Soludo felt he has gotten the ESN. When Soludo came and the big price said that now that IPOB have agreed to work with them. Soludo celebrated it that they want to. But after that very announcement, he saw hell. That was when he saw hell. He knew that a new sheriff is in time. It was then that Soludo understood that the Department of Sabotua were not in charge, that there is somebody in charge. Soludo was forced to understand that is a man that is in charge. All thanks to Mazi Simon Ekpa. And he did excellently with the Liberation Army. The same Liberation Army today that I don't know what is happening. Their presence was very, very terrible. And then by then you don't see them online. Where do you see them online to come and speak? You can never see them online. You never hear Mazi Simon Ekpa talking about them, praising them or mentioning them one by one. Anytime Mazi Simon Ekpa is talking about them, he will mention the Liberation Army. And when he released the video and their operations, everywhere will be shaking. You don't see them online. They don't come and talk. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was here, they don't come here to engage in saga, to say this. No. Then if at all you see them, they come to make a report. It is a security report. A security report to show Biafrans live event, how things are happening. Then we were getting videos of their engagement with the zoo. We were seeing videos of their engagement with the zoo. Video of engagement, including the camera mounted several places that is catching the zoos. We saw many cameras, videos that came out from the operations. And that was an evidence to show that they are doing something. That time you cannot doubt and say they are not doing anything. But since after the kidnap of Mazi Samuel till today, everything has gone down. That Soludo is now proud. Soludo has been able to form how many security outfits all this while? Soludo is gallivanting everywhere, campaigning. Today, Hope Uzodinma is boldly going to Okigwe of all town. Okigwe that is no-go area. Okigwe that is no-go area. Today, Hope Uzodinma, the Janjaweed are going to Okigwe, destroying properties of people. I saw a video where properties of Biafrans were destroyed. Properties of Biafran people were destroyed. Lives were lost. Youths were shot. I saw video where people were shot. People were shot. Not only shot, they shot and severely ahead from them. Innocent citizens that are walking on their own. Today, Okigwe is a desert. Okigwe is a desert. All thanks to Hope Uzodinma and the distraction of his government and his school politicians. And I don't know why we are not worried about that. We can do better. We can change the narrative. Biafrans can change the narrative. We can change the narrative. As for me, I will be here. I have cried about this issue and cried as much as I can. So whatever happens today, Chukwu Okikabia will bear me witness that I have spoken. And that is my job. My duty is to speak. That is my duty. To speak is my duty. If I didn't speak, it would be a different ballgame. But when I see something that I'm supposed to say, and I say it, I am free. I am free. Whatever happens, Chukwu Okikabia is not going to hold me responsible. He's not going to hold me responsible. That is it. But for people who thinks they can do whatever they like, it's up to you. Just as I said, every one of us have free will. You have the right to take your decision. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. Whatever you like, any way you like to behave, whatever you like, you are free. Whatever decision you take is your decision. And nobody have to be blamed for that. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okikabia to continue to speak. Continue to play your part. Continue to do what you have to do to make sure that your voice is heard. Continue to make sure that you add your own voice. You never can tell who his or her voice is going to change the situation. But I bet you we need a solution. Yes, we do. We need to resolve this issue. We really have to. We have to try as much as possible to do something differently. Is there anything we can do? Definitely there is something we can do. If you are not concerned, I am concerned. I will continue to be concerned. I will continue to show concern. Always remember this common interest that we have, Biafra. That is our common interest. Biafra is our common interest. And I have said it right from time. I have said it every now and again that we should focus on building institutions. Stop building strong men and women. Building strong men and women have created a lot of problem in our midst. It is building strong men and women that destroyed the Zoological Republic. The Zoological Republic you are seeing today, the zoo have more strong men and women, but they don't have any institution. The Zoological Republic has no single institution. That is why insecurity continues to increase, poverty continues to increase, destabilization continues to increase, and nothing will ever work because they are not interested in building institution. Instead, every time they are building a strong man, they are building a messiah every time. You saw Buhari that they built. It was the zoo that built Buhari and called him Mr. Integrity. That everything is right with him. There is nothing wrong with him. A man that is unbribable. But today, it has been proven that his own regime is the most corrupt. The money that was stolen in the regime of Buhari can never be compared to any regime since Nigeria began to exist. The money that was stolen by Buhari and co., no regime on planet Earth has stolen such amount of money. This same drug baron you have in Asrock today, it is still Nigerian people that build him, a strong man. They build him as a strong man. He became an emperor in Lagos. He began to be an emperor in Lagos, and he took the wealth of entire states. The wealth of entire state, he put it under him. Something that the chairman of EFCC indicted him and say there is a governor that is richer than the state, and that he has evidence to nail him. The chairman of EFCC said that about Tinubu. But today, the same man that made that confession is the one that Tinubu gave NSA, National Security Advisor. You can imagine. A man that went on international platform on CNN and called Tinubu a fraudster, that Tinubu has stolen so much money that he is richer than the state. Nuhu Ribadu say he has evidence to nail Tinubu forever. But what did he do? Nothing. And finally, that same Tinubu today have succeeded in becoming the president. And he went and chose that man that has every evidence to nail him and made him National Security Advisor. And some of you are still jumping around. You see how they build a strong man? They have made him a very powerful man. Today, Tinubu is the most powerful man in Africa. Tinubu, the most powerful man. In Nigeria, there is nobody, if you want to talk about his power, you compare him to the world, not to Nigeria. Nigeria, nobody can stand Tinubu today. Nobody can stand Tinubu. They have built him as a strong man. The same thing they are doing today. Tinubu have now come and is planning to go. His days are numbered. And they are now building another one. They are building P2B. You see how they are building P2B? Everywhere, P2B is a messiah. P2B is an angel. P2B cannot do bad. And after building that strong man, the strong man now will go in alliance with the caliphate. You go in alliance with the West, and they begin to steal your wealth, and you begin to cry. You begin to cry. Oh, if I know, take us back to where you bring us from. Take us back to the... You can imagine people asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take them back to Buhari level. Can you believe that? You can imagine people asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu on a national TV to take them back to where Buhari left them. The same thing is going to happen. They are now building a strong man again. They don't care about building their institution. Their judiciary is messed up. Their judiciary is messed up. The police force is messed up. Custom is messed up. Their House of Assembly is messed up. The Senate is messed up. Legislature is messed up. The presidency is the worst. They are not ready to build institution. They are focused on building strong men and strong women. And what can a strong man and strong woman offer you? All they have to do is to empower themselves and make themselves the alpha and omega. And when they begin to impose that power you gave to them on you, you begin to cry. And that is the same thing we are doing in Biafra today. In the same way, anybody that comes around, you will forget about the Biafra we are talking about. You forget about the freedom we are fighting about. You forget about the collective interest of the people. You are focusing on one person. You promote them, you give them name, you exalt them, you call them name. At the end of the day, it will enter their head. And when they begin to discharge that their power upon you, you begin to cry. You begin to cry. The same thing that is disturbing the zoo. Building strong men and strong women and never build the institution. We are not concerned about building institution. This problem we are facing today, it is because we left building institution, we are building strong men. Every day you come online, you begin to exalt somebody. Exalt the person, praise the person that without this person, this cannot happen. Without this person, this cannot happen. If not this one can happen. Yeah, this one is the Alpha and Omega. He's the Jeremiah. He's the Jesus. He's the Omega. After all those praises, when the person begin to exercise his or her power as a Messiah, you begin to cry. You begin to cry. Why don't we focus on building institution? Build an institution that whoever step into that institution will obey the law and represent the institution. It doesn't matter who the person is, whether male or female, old or young, poor or rich. That is how countries survive. All these Western countries, that is what they do. They have very, very strong institutions. It is not about who enters there. Anybody can enter there and succeed based on the foundation laid and the constitution. It's not about the person. It's not about that individual. Either you're holding the office of a presidency or office of chief of staff or whatever, whether you're holding the office of general, whatever, you are representing an institution. And the focus of the people should be on that institution to protect it. It is not about you. But we make it about an individual. Every time we make this mistake, we make it about an individual. And when you raise that person and give somebody a power that he or she cannot control, when they begin to discharge that authority on you, you begin to cry. When are we going to learn to begin to build institution? Build the institution. You look at the office of the presidency, whoever enters there, whether man, woman, child, young, old, poor, as long as that person have qualified to step up into that aid, respect that very person and follow him or her. Whether you are in the office of defense staff, you are in defense, and you are in charge, whoever is there, it is not about that person. It is about the defense. Speak about the army of Biafra. Promote the army of Biafra, not an individual. If you are promoting the government, promote the government of the United States of Biafra, not an individual. If you are promoting the media, promote the media of United States of Biafra, not an individual. Make the discussion about the institution. Let the institution be the word in your mouth. This is the thing that have destroyed the Zoological Republic. They don't care about building institution. Every time they build one strong man, what will the strong man do? Yes, you will rule for 4 years or 8 years and they go back to square one. Without an institution, there is nothing the person you are building can do. The only thing the person will do is to exercise that power he or she have acquired against you within the period that he had that chance to do. When they say power corrupts, you think it's a joke, right? When they say power corrupts, absolute power corrupts. When they say absolute power corrupts absolutely, you think it's a joke. Even if you were the one, you that is watching me, you, even if you are the one, when they exalt you and promote you to a level that you never expect, they shower praise on you, it will get into your head, you misbehave. Even if it is you that is watching me. We have to help each other. Focus on building our institution. Our people in the homeland are suffering so much. They are suffering so much. Look at what is happening in Okigwe. I saw a video from Okigwe where innocent young Biafrans are beheaded by the military, by Nigerian zoological terrorists. In Okigwe, see houses destroyed, entire village deserted. Entire village deserted. Tomorrow now, one of those villagers will now go and make a video and say, oh, you see what Biafrans are doing themselves after they said they are fighting for Biafra and they're the ones. Now that idiot will not see what the militaries are doing. The people that are destroying the village now, sending the villagers away from their village, is the military. I saw a video, even houses that people are not there, they went and loot everything in the house. They loot, they destroy, they take lives. That is what the Nigerian government are doing. But tomorrow, you will see somebody from that Okigwe paid by the government of Nigeria. You will see somebody from Okigwe paid for, he will come and begin to make a video and tell you, look at them, look at what the Biafra issue have done to us. Look at what Biafra issue that when they were coming, we said we don't want them. Now you see, look at it. Everywhere they said that they have chased everybody away. Now, Hope Uzodinma is acting in the Okigwe today, destroying life and chasing people away from Okigwe. None of you is making video. You are not talking. You are not talking. By the time he has succeeded in vacating people from Okigwe now, the next video you see, already that is their new strategy. They have employed some social media warriors. They have employed some content creators to begin to create content. They will create content and tell you it is our people that are causing the problem. That it is our people. The atrocities you are saying is our people. They are people, they are the ones kidnapping. Our people are the ones killing their people. Our people are the ones causing the problem. Look at this village. Everybody deserted. When they were coming, we say we don't want it. This Biafra issue. But today, you look at Okigwe, what is happening? Hope Uzodinma destroying an entire city. Everybody know how vibrant Okigwe is. All in the name of chasing the Liberation Army of Biafra. Hope Uzodinma. You are not even going to the camp. Those places are not even the camp. If you feel you are desperate, you want to take over, go to the camp and face the Liberation Army. Go to the camp and face them. Why are you in the street? Those houses I saw on video that have been destroyed, that is not a camp. Living house of people. The people you are taking their life and you behead them, the young men you behead in the road, it's not in the camp. He was not wearing any military uniform. Neither did he or she have a gun. But you destroy the life of these people. Hope Uzodinma, sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria, destroying the life of innocent people. You know, Okigwe, and nobody said anything. The politicians are not saying anything. Ohaneze Ndigbo is not even looking at them. Ohaneze Ndigbo is not talking. The politicians are not speaking anything. All these the people that call themselves elites and all whatnot, all those idiotic content creators and all mad people everywhere, they call themselves whatever celebrities. None of them is saying anything. See videos everywhere. House deserted, very honorable, beautiful houses. They break the house, they loot every property in the house, and they put fire on it. What does a house has to do? What has a house got to do with whoever you think you are chasing? That house, does it belong to the Liberation Army? Does it belong to Liberation Army? Is that place a camp? In a village where people are living, within the city where people are living in the village, open place, not in the bush, you are destroying houses, setting houses on fire, taking innocent life. And after you have chased them away, the next thing you employ your media warriors. They will come and take video. Oh, these people, they look at what they are doing. You see, there are people that don't cause the problem. You see how they have been here. Everybody have run away. Because of them, everybody have run away. If you like, continue to push your propaganda till thy kingdom come. You will never stop the coming of Biafra. Remember the word of Master Simon Ekpa. Master Simon Ekpa, he said, if you like, allow them to use you for propaganda. It doesn't, whether you live or you die, you can't stop the coming of Biafra. Whether you die or you live, it will not stop the coming of Biafra. It will not make us to say, we will not continue to. We will continue to pursue the restoration of Biafra. Nothing will stop it. Nothing. We will not stop. We will never stop. It doesn't matter what happens. Continue to push your propaganda, your blackmail, continue to attack. We will never stop. We will not. The more you take lives, the more you give us reason to fight more. The more you continue to destroy the life of the Biafrans, the more you give us the reason never, ever, ever to give up. You think by taking innocent life, because of that, we say, we will not fight. Sorry. You're only inviting something you cannot be able to hold. You are only inviting something that is going to consume you. We have fought a lot of battle, and we are going to continue to fight until we are completely free. Wherever you are as a Biafran, never give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. I know the challenges are much. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to come here and pretend to you and say, all is well. All is not well. All is not well. But I thank Chukwu Okada that the Biafrans are not giving up. They are not giving up. In the midst of all those atrocities, in the midst of all those crimes, Biafrans are not giving up. Biafrans are not giving up. Because we have no other choice. There is no other choice. Giving up is not even in the list. Giving up is not even in the list of the Biafra. Giving up is not even in the list, because giving up is death. Giving up will only bring death. There is no other thing except death. And we don't want death. We cannot choose death. There's never a way we can choose death. We will continue to fight and fight and fight until the last man standing. We will never give up. No matter what the enemies are doing, no matter what they say, no matter their propaganda and their blackmail, we will continue to embark on this journey until we get to our destination. Whatever they like, let them say. I don't care. Whatever they like, let them bring on the table. I don't care. Whatever lie they like, let them continue to tell. I do not care. All I know is that my destination is freedom, and Biafra must be free. Whether they like it or not, they must be free. And my joy is that the Biafran people are not giving up. The people of Biafra are not giving up. We're not giving up. The more they try to stop us, the more they give us the reason to fight, and fight even harder. And we will continue to fight until the last man standing. The more they continue to do their evil, push their propaganda, they give us more reason to fight more than ever before. And that we will continue to do. So wherever you are, giving up is not an answer. It's not a solution. As I have always said, I don't have option. If I had another option, long ago, I would have taken that option. But as it stands today, we have only one option, which is Biafra. Master Simon Eber gave us that Biafra, United State of Biafra, pronounced by Master Simon Eber. And he said, it is only the remedy, the only remedy. There is nothing else, the only remedy. And that is the remedy he will present to the world. On the 29th of November, 2024, every one of us gathered together. We gathered together and we presented that remedy to the whole world. And the world, we are waiting to see what we can do. Today, look at what we are doing. Ask yourself, what are you doing now? How are you presenting that remedy? How are you presenting that remedy? The remedy that was given by Master Simon Eber. Every one of us bought into it. And on 29th of November 2024, on behalf of the Prime Minister Master Simon Eber, the Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orakwe declared Biafra. With all the entire Biafran people, more than 1,000 Biafrans in the hall, they put their hand together and they made a declaration on behalf of Master Simon Eber. How are you presenting this remedy to the world? How are you presenting Biafra as the remedy? How? Can somebody watch your speech, look at your attitude and your behavior, and say, yes, you are presenting Biafra as truly a remedy? Will people accept Biafra as a remedy when they look at your behavior? Will the world accept Biafra as a remedy when they look at your behavior as an individual? Forget about the government now. As an individual, can somebody look at you, the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you speak, and say they will accept Biafra as a remedy? I don't know whether if we ask ourselves questions, more especially those of us that are in the media, the people that on their camera to speak on media. How can you convince somebody that you are providing a remedy? How? How on earth? How on earth? Do you ever ask yourself a question? How are you presenting yourself as a remedy? How? How are you presenting yourself as a remedy? How are you presenting Biafra to the world as an individual? Let us narrow it down. Leave the government alone. Now, we as an individual, more especially those of us that anchor on media, will somebody look at what you say and say, oh, because of you, that they are going to support Biafra. And again, everybody that is handling a post, no matter the post you are handling in the cause of Biafra, whether small, big, men on the ground, men on the air, whether you're a Liberation Army or you're working with the government, can somebody look at your behavior and your attitude and say, because of this very person, that I will join Biafra? Does your attitude and behavior present Biafra as a remedy to the zoo? Will somebody look at you and say, it is the same thing that the zoo are doing, that is what you are doing, so what is the sense of running away? Are you one of those that people will look at you and say, if it is this kind of Biafra, I'll not follow? Can we begin to search ourselves and ask ourselves, how are we presenting Biafra as a remedy to the world? Until we answer that question genuinely, resolve our conflict, then and only then, our journey is going to be easy. But if you don't do that, we are intentionally making the journey difficult. Remember the journey of the children of Israel. A journey that is supposed to last for 40 days ended up in 40 years. A journey that's supposed to last in 7 days get to 40 years. That is what we are seeing. You can imagine where we would have been today if Master Samuel was here with us. You can imagine where we will be. He has already set the template, and he said it, that by this time, any politician in Biafra land that does not go to exile, we have no choice than to join us. It's either they go to exile or they join us. And by this time, what would have been happening in Nigeria is the United Nations, Amnesty International, all the international body will be calling Nigeria on the table to come and discuss with Biafra. That is where we are supposed to be. We are supposed to be the discussion on news today. Every news will be talking about coming on the round table to discuss. 8 months after declaration of Biafra, 8 good months, we are still gossiping. 8 good months, the governors are having upper hand. 8 good months, they are trying to take over Okigwe, where we are in charge. They are trying to take over Okigwe after 8 months. Do you normally sit back and ask, how have we been able to do, more especially in Biafra land? How many places have we recovered? Instead of recovering, we are losing the places that we have already gotten. We are losing grip on places. And what they do is that when we lose grip, they will go there and make video. After the Zoological Republic entered there, destroy lives and property and drive the villagers away, they will make video to blackmail us. They make video to blackmail us. My fellow Biafrans, it is high time we change a way of doing things. We cannot continue on this path. We cannot continue this path. Before we end the program, I want to play a few messages of Mazen Dandekano. You know, Mazen Dandekano is the one that trained me. He's the one upon whom I learned from him. He's the one that I looked upon that made me to on my camera and begin to speak. It is because of what happened to him. I saw the attack on him. That was why I opened my camera. I listened to him. And that is why every time when I broadcast, I will bring him in as the coach, as the major messenger, as a senior prophet to come and speak. Let us listen to our Supreme Mazen Dandekano on this little message before we close for the day.
And who knows, when you go to China, you think this game is small. You know, maybe one person. This game is small. That is the result of black man's stupidity and inability to listen. Now that you have seen that almost 8,000 people are missing, young people, instead of you to start asking questions, where are those people? How come body parts of this magnitude got to China? How have you heard? It's our turn. 2023, our chairman, transition chairman, election, politics, until it happens to you. Then the eyes will clear. Why am I saying this about reasoning? Our people, all of you have forgotten that this is not the first time that Southeast governors have floated on security outfit. You have all forgotten. By this time, last year, they floated one as well. Nothing came of it. That's why I'll give you the name in a minute. Some of you know. I want some of you who are online now, listening, those with Google, even those listening on radio, go and get your phone, smartphone, or tablet or laptop. Connect it to the internet. Ask yourself, did Southeast governors float a security outfit February of 2020? And what is the name? Obuni will come out. Have you forgotten? All of you have forgotten. Southeast governors unveiled plans for reducing security outfit after a prolonged closed door meeting February 9, 2020. The name was Obuni. Now, after 1 year, it's a Gubako. Maybe let's say to be the giraffe or the rhino. A Gubako. Oh my goodness, man. My goodness. People should stop complaining on Facebook and go to Instagram or join any of the other platforms that I have, please. Never reaching you with this. Go to Instagram, it's there, it's okay. You can't stop that one. But when it was called a year ago, only 1 year ago. Now we say we'll go back every year. Why are they? Because what they are not in competition with their mates in the far north of the zoo. They are fighting IPOB and DSM because people listen to us when we speak. They know our people follow our directive. They understand that very well. Because our people we are the most intelligent race before we go war like this in Africa. Our people cannot listen to you unless you have a valid point. They cannot follow you unless they know that you are clean. It's in their nature, that's how they are. It may take them years to begin to listen to you.
Absolutely.
But you have to prove that you are worthy to be listened to. Because our people listen to what we tell them, to the directives we give to them. That is the reason why every year they unveil a security outfit. Last year it was called Obuni, you have forgotten. But it's here. As some will say, the internet never lies, of course it doesn't. Following a closed-door meeting held by the Southeast governors at the government house in Enugu, Governor David Umahi has disclosed their plan to forward a bill to Southeast Houses of Assembly to enact a law to back up the Southeast security outfit called the Unibe. The same thing that said this year. It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Oh my goodness. We're also on YouTube, please. Those of you abroad, in fact, download the app and listen to it. It's a low data usage app. It is. Because Facebook won't allow all of you to listen. Because they're terrified of us. They're terrified of the truth. Did you hear what I said? I said last year they formed the Ubunigba. And as they were forming the Ubunigba, they said, we are forwarding a bill to all the houses to enact the law. It's something they said 4 days ago. It's exactly something they said 4 days ago. It's not a good. Last year was a good. Now it's a big laugh. This year, are these the people you will trust with your lives? I'm asking you. Are these the people, the sort of people you're going to trust with everything that you are as a human being? I believe that the answer is no. I believe it is no. People called it hide and seek, that they are playing hide and seek. This was a year ago. Nation newspaper. Everybody reported it. Following the launching of Amoteku, they now launched their own called Bunigwe. What happened to Bunigwe? Nobody knows. As they keep announcing, no personnel, nobody, they're not paying anybody, no logo, no livery, no nothing. No ordinary bicycle they don't have. They announced it to steal the thunder of ESN. So people can say, oh, but you have them, it's backed up by the law. We have the governors. What happened to Ubunigwe? Nothing. same garbage, year in, year out. In fact, I'm going to post that on this program. Insecurity. Go and Google it. Insecurity. Southeast governors play hide and seek. Last year, they have come again this year because they are flying masters and saying, "Why are you there? We are dying in your forest." And I said, "So we'll kill you for finding the forest. You are dead." Do you know David Umahi went on air and said that ESN fighting from the terrorists and killing them in the bushes, that is a crime? That's what he said. It's a crime. We cannot have them killing cattle and killing these people. They are terrorists in the bushes. If we see you there, you are dead. We told you we want you. The same thing with checkpoints on the road. I said I don't want to see any checkpoints anywhere. If you come out to do checkpoints, you will die. I don't want to see any checkpoint anywhere in our land. No checkpoint. Go to Sambisa Forest and establish your checkpoints there if you want. You will die. You are the insecurity. Go and take that to Zamfara, to Gombe. Take business to those places and mount roadblocks there. Yeah, you think you are joking, or if you do all these things somehow, or DSS can organize bank robbery, you think because of that somehow we stop what you're doing? But it's Biafrans, they had to see how foolish they are. They had Biafra flag with them, and then so what? Don't the devil wear white sometimes? Lunatics everywhere. Lunatics everywhere. They think that we cannot preach this gospel of heaven, but nobody can stop us. If you go to Oprah News, it is there, published a year ago by Adelaja Adeoye, is there. Southeast Security Outfit Obuniwe. They used an Arsenal logo, Arsenal, last year. Southeastern Security Network last year is Obuniwe with the Arsenal logo, Arsenal Football Club. Now, let me read the news for you. The Southeastern Security Network, codenamed Obuniwe, has been accused of plagiarism of the popular London football club Arsenal. I hope it's very clear to all of you. Obuniwe was launched. Where are they today? Where are they today? I ask all of you. On Friday, I think in Qatar they launched their own as well. It's called Shege Kafasa, which means I dare you in Qatar. Everybody, we all have our own security. Everybody, every hamlet, every state, every street. But you have police and you have army in this. Because the army is more interested in driving terrorists to fight you. That is the thing that people do not understand. And that is what we are fighting. And who knows, maybe one day some of you will appreciate it. Some of you will understand it. Will understand very clearly what we are doing. And in the fullness of time, you will appreciate IPOB for what it has done in your lives. There was a news I saw, very, very touching, from my good friend, FFK, there.
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. His message are always very, very educated. The politicians in the zoo in Biafra land, they are the problem. They will always blackmail us. This thing that Mazen Nandekan is talking about is still what they're doing. Since that time now, you know how many security outfits they have formed? Every year they are forming security. Soludo, since he entered as a governor, he has formed more than 5 security outfits. And he's still forming every day security outfit. Every blessed day, he's forming new security outfit. That is what Soludo is doing. Every blessed day. Every minute of the day. And what are they doing? Destroying the life of the innocent Biafrans. That is what they do. Nothing good comes out of them. The Soludo security, what are they doing? Destroying innocent lives. They are not after there to chase against the terrorists. They are not chasing against the terrorists. They are not even after the terrorists. They are not even after the criminals. They're not after the Janjaweed. They are after their own people. Crippling all the youths. Breaking their legs. That is what they are doing. And they say they are giving return to the government. I played a video here where somebody was confessing that they said that they are giving return to the government. Every one of us must be very careful. These people does not mean well for us. That is why we must be united and speak in one voice. The only thing we have is Biafra or nothing again. When I say this, people don't understand. We don't have any other choice. So it is only Biafra. Only Biafra. That is the only place you have a choice. And that is why the enemy is making sure that it doesn't happen. That is why the enemy is creating confusion among us. That is why the enemy is keeping us busy fighting ourselves. The earlier we know our real enemy and focus on that enemy, the better for us. The earlier we focus on the war and leave the common battle that we want to win with blackmail. Forget about this blackmailing battle. Focus on the war, which is what matters. Focus on the war and win it. The earlier we do that, the better for all of us. I appreciate everyone that have been with me on this program. Remember, our evening program is 1 hour, at most 1 hour 30 minutes. I don't spend much time on evening program, and we have come to the end of this program this evening. I thank everybody in Biafra land that participated in the sit at home. The sit at home was a great success. Just like always, Biafrans are sitting at home and there is no going back until we get our demand. We are still hoping that by the special grace of Chukwuka, by next month, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa will join us, and our Sula Mazi Nandekan will also join us. Never give up. Remember, why we are sitting at home is to demand the unconditional release of Mazi Nandekan and every Biafran political prisoner in Nigeria. To show the world that Nigeria has no legitimacy in our land, to show the world that the politicians have no legitimacy in the land. That is why you are sitting at home. And we don't have any other way to show that except by sitting at home. You cannot protest. If you come out to protest, you know what will happen. Even when you protest about good Nigeria, it doesn't end well. How much more you protest about Biafra? So sit at home remains the only solution for us to air our opinion. If they take it away from us, it means we don't have any voice again. Once they succeed in taking it away, we don't have a voice again. That is why you must put it as a habit until we go home. Let it be the ultimate sacrifice we're going to make until we move out. So I thank every Biafran that is still holding on, doing what they're supposed to do. Don't say because this man is not there, because this village is not there, because do your own. Do the one you can do. Make your own sacrifice. It will go a long way. It will go a long way. May Chukwu Okikabiyama guide and protect every Biafran. May Chukwu Okikabiyama bless everyone that have participated on a sit at home today. May Chukwu Okikabiyama provide for everyone that is making sacrifice in one way or the other to see that the voice of Biafra is in her. Thank you so much for watching. And I pray for all the leaders of Biafra. May Chukwu Okikabiyama give them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Those who are in detention, I pray that Chukwu Okikabiyama will set them free for us. And very soon, we will all rejoice together and glorify the name of Chukwu Okikabiyama for a good work. Thank you so much for watching. See you again tomorrow morning. If you have not shared this program, share it, like and share. Sharing and liking does not take money. It is not money. You don't pay to share. It is free. Just share it to your platform, whether Facebook or whether Twitter or your friend, or share it in your WhatsApp group. Share and give a thumbs up. It is very important. It doesn't cost you anything. You are doing it for yourself. Do it so that we can push this message to go far. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow morning. Like also, subscribe if you are not subscribed. Do that. Very important. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Again, every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But you know, as my own oru, I am a royal rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They close the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah. They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more in Anokia. You hear more kind of man. Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek god. I don't know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods.